Hi, my name is Yuriy Kolesnichenko. I'm a sonologist from Moscow, Russia. Today it's a lecture about echocardiography, basic level. We will talk about basic measurements and positions. Often only several positions used in practice. It's a 4-chamber or 5-chamber view. Fifth chamber is a view of aorta. Right now we see the measurement of left and right atria and right ventricle. This is M mode, parasternal view long axis. The scanner is old, it's Logic 400. There is no anatomical M mode in this scanner. Now you see a measurement of open aortic valve and diameter of aorta in this place. And we move line to left ventricle and measure left ventricle diastolic and systolic diameters for calculation by Tay-Holt's formula. Also, we measure the heart rate. In this scanner, we need measure 2 cycles for averaging heart rate. Next, we see the measurement of right ventricle in M mode. Now you can see the result screen with all calculations. This includes diastolic and systolic volumes, ejection fraction, stroke volume, shortening fraction, and cardiac output. Next we measure the thickness of left ventricle, posterior wall, and interventricular septum, and right ventricle wall, which is often located in the noise area, near the probe surface. That often makes this measurement impossible. This is subcostal position, longitudinal view. We measure inferior vena cava and abdominal aorta. Next we move to parasternal view short axis to measure pulmonary artery, which also called right ventricle outflow tract. Now we turn on the color flow mode and spectral mode, pulse wave. In the spectral mode we measure peak systolic velocities in the mitral valve Next, aortic valve. Aortic valve area, also called left ventricle outflow tract. And tricuspid valve. And pulmonary artery valve, or right ventricle outflow tract. Next, we move the probe a little higher to record peak systolic velocity in the thoracic aorta near the aortic isthmus area. Someone recommend to place probe in the suprasternal position, but it's not diagnostic in some patients, especially in pediatric. For spectral Doppler, often we use pulse wave, and sometimes if velocity is too high, then we use continuous wave mode. In this case, we found in right ventricle outflow tract pulmonary valve regurgitation. In the color flow mode, it mapped as small red flow. And tricuspid valve regurgitation, which visualization depends sometimes on breathing phase. Small regurgitation in the right heart can be interpreted as physiological. Someone recommend to make color flow area smaller, but I prefer to use wider color flow mode area, because then you use area of color flow mode which is not fit all the heart, you can miss some abnormal flows. But this requires a powerful computer, and sometimes it is not. Sometimes in the scanners used old processors, and this color flow picture start to dramatically decrease frame rate, and so in that case you need to make this area smaller. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.